Hey, good morning. So I got a quick story for you. I got a chance to work on building this trellis back, as you can see here. Beautiful roses. You can hear my goatees in the background. So quick story behind that. Before we left California and moved out here, we had that trellis. That was actually a trellis that we got married under, Leah and I. And backstory, way back years now, it's 10 years or more. Leah and I were dating, and I felt like that it wasn't working, we couldn't be together, so I had asked her to leave. And then I figured out very quickly that that was a dumb mistake, that for some reason there was something about that young lady, and we were just kids, 24 and 30, but I was like, man, I love her. There's something deep in my heart, and so we went through a lot of stuff there for several months, and I had built a garden out in some woods on some property that I found, and I found a trellis. I had this grand scheme in my head, my plan, that I was going to make this beautiful garden for her, and that I was going to ask her to marry me out there. And so I bought this trellis off Craigslist from a lady up there. So drove it out there into the woods in this open area. I'd put a cross, put the trellis, built a fence around it, planted flowers, and I went out there every morning. I watered the flowers, went out there every night, and I kept praying. I kept asking God, is this gonna be the thing? Leah and I, is she the woman for me? Because I feel like she is. I want to stick through this. So for 9 months, stuck through that, hung out and kept trying, and that trellis meant a lot. And I believed it. I believed that God was right, and bought the ring. Got a chance to ask her to marry me, and here it is years later. And now we have this wonderful life. We've both been walking with God as much as possible. And there's lots more to the story, of course, but I wanted you to know I had a chance to build that, rebuild that trellis for her. I took it all apart as far as the metal parts. The wood was pretty, rotted. And there'll be pictures that I'll have in this video. And then I just got to rebuild it yesterday, and we get to stare at it every day. And who knows, maybe we'll get remarried standing under it again at some point. But trellis means a lot to us, means a lot to me. Just kind of a symbol of the strength and encouragement to hang on. There's no escape hatch. Made that mistake early on. Figured out, what, she's the woman I love. She's the gift from God. She's my partner for life. And you know what? We're going to get through it one way or the other, because marriage is hard, life is hard. Everything is hard, right? But there's a lot of joy when, we walk with the Lord, and He walks with us. He's waiting for us every day. So there's that beautiful trellis back there. And yeah, I love my wife so much. She's so amazing, so beautiful. And I'm glad I went through what I went through to be with her. And I'm glad I got to rebuild that trellis for her. And it's going to be even more beautiful when I get the roses planted in front of it. I got some really beautiful roses, her favorite kind. Here, can't hang up yet, but got her favorite kind. Those flaming yellow red top roses. And guess what? I'm actually rebuilding the garden this time for her. The other one's long gone. The cross is still standing there. Yeah, that big huge garden back there. I'm gonna get to plant all kinds of pretty flowers, make that thing really beautiful for my wife. So when she walks out on the deck right here, there's her bedroom door. When she walks out on the deck, she gets to see that, and she gets to see that beautiful garden for years to come. I love you, babe.